All right. So, my name's Dustin Taylor, and this is Divinity Virtue Corp, I might add. So, yeah, today was an interesting day. I decided to get all of my documents notarized. So, I paid for the business license, and essentially, I believe I have to mail them in. Once that happens, I'm a full-on corporation ready to go. So, this gets interesting. I'm trying to figure out everything, and it's like a step-by-step process. So I paid for the business license. I want everything started by July 1st. I'm now looking at like marketing and whatnot, because let's be honest, you don't have clients and customers, how do you make money? So I was going through all of my idea, and like I have a few ideas still left that I have to do, and I know it's like every few paychecks I'm just going to put something to the next step. So so that by July it didn't all come at once, but I built the company up from the bottom so that it should be 99% fully capable. So where I'm going to go with this is I decided to do my own questionnaire. And I was thinking, if I do my questionnaire and I answer it honestly, this way people can see how I started out with like my habits, my triggers, what my addictions were, just steps, and I did it. So I did my own questionnaire. It took about 6 hours. So it's going to be an interesting course because I think the way people are going to see this company and me, you're, and there's going to be a lot of tangents off of this. You're either going to believe in what I tried to do and I keep doing it, or you're going to say I don't know. You're going to come up with some story. Whatever it is, it is. So the interesting part is like I'm trying to do these videos to show to get your mental health better. And I've gone through like a lot of highs and lows. And I didn't tell anyone except for made the videos and just kind of posted it out there because I really want to be real with people. Like I don't want to hide anything. Like I'm trying to portray the real me where there's no mask. Like look at me right now. It's Sunday morning, 2:45. I just came back from the bar. I'm wearing a red tie, a fur jacket, a cowboy hat, and my night was interesting. So I saw a lot of people that I know. And tonight I wanted to really try something different. So I figured, I got all of my documents notarized. My company's ready to go. I know the next few steps. I know that, oh yeah, back to my questionnaire thing. 6 hours, and it's going to test you because once you actually think about the questions the way I've written them and your answers, it's going to put you into a little bit of a dark state. Because at the end of my questions, when I read it, I was like, wow. And it makes you think and think and think. And it's not that I'm trying to harm people, but I've just learned how to be within myself for the last 3 years where I had to learn how to change the way I thought. When everything came crashing down on me, I was supposed to leave to Australia like 3 years ago. I stayed for love, whatever. Life lesson. It is what it is. Now that I'm back in this cycle, I'm not ever going to stay for love. Love will have to follow me, which it is what it is. So tonight I go out, and when I say I can like play with energy a little bit, I don't know fully how to do it, but I know how to guard myself and I know how to open up my energies to different situations or emotions. And tonight I really wanted to see. So I opened up my energy completely. And I said, I'll take everything in tonight. However, if there's any negative, dark souls, I want my boundaries to be so protected that they can only see my brightness and it will eagerly just get to their demons. And I watched it all night. And I got a lot of people who know me in this city who will actually like go, Dustin is actually a good guy. Don't trash his reputation. Then you also see the other side, and they get interestingly, when they watch you, you could watch them look you up and down. And it's like when I watch people, I see them for how their souls want to be seen. It's like I don't see the person, but I see the emotions. And I watched it, and I can watch people, and I've never even met these people. And that's the interesting part. So I've never met them, but they're friends with my friends. Maybe they're closer friends. Who knows? I got no friends. Let's just be honest. I know lots of people, but I got no friends. But I do know how to play energy very well. Because after tonight, I was safe, but I saw whose demons. I definitely brought out people's inner darkness tonight, which is interesting because I never said a word to any of these people. But you can watch them just looking me up and down, and it's like, why is he here? Who is he? What is he about? And when people come up to you and they go, "You wear this out?" Very like formal. And I go, "Well, yeah, I like to like buy nice clothes. And if I'm going to go out, I want to wear nice clothes and it starts a good conversation and I get to meet people." I think that's, isn't that the thing? Look good, feel good, smell good. Like it just brings a nice disciplined life, Like you get to meet a lot more people. People actually come up and talk to me. It was just a very interesting night. So, I even opened up my energy and said I was looking for soulmate, love. Okay. When you ask and you're willing to take every type of energy, hmm I might have a few new soulmates that just came out of the woodworks, and it's an interesting feeling because like they always love bomb you. And for me, I think when I wanted to say like, "Hey, I love you," like I love you, like I love you so much that I give you my heart. Like the grass isn't greener. Like back in the day, I think when I was younger, it's so nice to meet different people, right? Everyone has different journeys and expectations of life, and like I don't know. Everyone has their highs, their lows, their good points, their bad points. It's just very fun meeting people. Like I get it. But then when you get into like that like relationship part and you're trying to build things and whatnot, like the one girl I know tonight, I've seen her like through her like highs and lows. I've watched guys like hurt her and she's cried. And now she's found a nice guy that treats her good, but the long distance is getting to her. Her friends and her family are telling her to break up with him. And I think, life is already hard enough with all the people and they chatter, right? And that's where my life has kind of steamrolled is that I fell in love and my heart's out to two women right now. And one I'm getting rid of like pretty darn close, but it's a twin flame, so it'll never be gone. It's always going to be there in the fifth dimension spiritual world. Okay, but that's fine. But like now I'm watching like it's hard to fall in love. Like I don't know how if people just think, hey, I can just go find someone tomorrow and things will be different. I don't think it's like that because when I was like 30 and my whole life came crashing down, I've dated lots of women since then, and I never fell in love until like 7 years later. And I'm thinking, like that's a long time to fall in love. So if you actually think like love is every day going to happen, you better water the grass where it is, right? Like work on the relationships because relationships are tough. Like it's a compromise. You gotta learn to be 50-50, 60-40. Like there's just gotta be compromises in certain areas. And I think honestly, like I said, life is hard. So when all these people are like going through all their issues, I keep telling them like, gotta eliminate the outside noise. That's the problem. There's too many things that go on in your head, and people go, "Oh, I can handle it." Maybe, but sometimes you're just gonna have so many things going on, it's done. That's how people just mentally break down. They have too many things going on in their head. And this is what I'm trying to show people for like health and wellness. My life isn't the greatest life, but it's the healthiest life I've ever had. And I can tell you right now, I'm on such a weird dopamine high that when I stare, like, I don't want to say stare, but when I have a conversation, I want to make sure, like, my eyes are directed to your eyes. Like, I want to make sure I'm listening, I'm seeing what you're saying, like, understanding the conversation. And I could feel people's, like, pupils. I could watch them expand. And it's like you're watching, like, the energy come out and they just fixate it. And it's like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it feels like I was literally drunk walking home tonight going, wow, like I just have so many like emotions and energy and whatnot that came through. And it's just a very interesting feeling. You know, that's why I try not to go out too much. It's now that I've learned how to kind of feel my energies, I'm really trying to see if I can control them, which is interesting. I'm getting there. So that's another like, who knows? Those are journeys that God only knows. There was a psychic actually outside at the bar, and she was doing her thing. But I said, "Hey, how about do it with me?" She goes, "No." I was like, "All right, I get the point. I get it." Anyways, so another thing, um, I don't know if people have realized how much groceries actually cost in this world, but I was walking past the food bank, and I think it's on a Wednesday for whatever reason. It's always packed on a Wednesday. And I like to see the type of people that are in line at the food bank, and I like to see the vehicles that they're driving. So this last Wednesday when I was going to the gym, I looked at most of the people, and there was a lot of people that had iPhones, a lot of people that had extra sources of energy, if you know what that means. I'm gonna tell you, I've been to the food bank. They give you a lot of canned stuff. Loaves of bread are free. Like you can always come back for bread. You get some vegetables, might get a little small ham, and then maybe some cookies or something. But not enough to like get you to a really big size, if you guys catch my drift. I looked at the people and I said, they all got iPhones. They're all a little bit bigger. And I looked at the cars. All the cars are nice. And I'm just thinking to myself, so we live in a country that if you can prove you have nothing in your bank account, you can go get food bank food, and you could go to all the food banks, get the food, and then spend your money on nice cars and nice phones. Gotta love Canada. Then I'm walking past the crack part of the section. It's quite an interesting way to the gym, you know. You go through the government section, it's a little bit cleaner, government buildings here and there. Then you go through the crackhead part, crackhead meth, all right by the homeless shelter or whatever it is. And the one guy goes, "Hey, do you have any food?" And I go, "No." He goes, "Well, what are you doing over here?" And I'm going, "I'm walking to the gym. I didn't realize this was your area." He goes, "You better leave." And I go, "Wow, man, we got two different like lifestyles. Like I'm going to the gym to actually like try to become better and work out, break down all those mental anguishes that I have so that like I'm not that guy on the street." I'm going to tell you my $25 a month gym membership allows me to fake and bake. Just saying. Nice little perk for $25 a month. And I pick up cans every day. And nobody believes me. But here's the deal. When I tell people I wish nobody goes through a spiritual awakening, nobody goes through the dark soul of the night, a twin flame, sobriety, weight loss journey, to just be broken down to nothing so that you got to rebuild yourself up. I claimed $2,400. That's how much I made last year. 2,400. I was supposed to be in Australia 3 years ago. I had money. I had $15,000 in the bank or something like that. Fell in love, and it's all just come crashing down. And I'm thinking, interesting. So I was supposed to meet her to have all my spiritual contracts come in at once saying, "Hey, you're screwing around too much. You're 39 living in your grandma's basement. Smarten the F up and get the fuck out. It's time to move on." It's getting to that point like everything's triggering me. The weather, I'm lean. I can't get that six pack. I got a four pack. I can't get that lower too. That's tough. I I, I work out hard. 2 hours and 40 minutes, 40 kilometers every day, 3,600 calories. Cleanest diet around. You know what? Those people who actually like work and get the six pack, good on them. Well done. I'm just impressed. But yeah, just an interesting, yeah, few rants. Anyways, Divinity Virtue is a corporation now. This is going to be a quick video because it's 3 a.m. and I should probably go talk to the spirits because they're not going to let me sleep till at least 4. So, whatever. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But, I get it. I think tonight was a learning lesson to just see if I keep making videos and people start watching them. It's interesting because a lot of people have said they've started watching some of the videos. I'm going, uh-oh. So it's starting to get out there. But, I really do want to get people to just become the best versions of themselves. I think, we all have goals and dreams and ambitions, and maybe I sound fake because I have to be. Fake it till you make it, right? Like I got nothing. I've been broken down, and every step is one step better than what I was, well, not 3 years ago, but yesterday. So tomorrow, wake up, go to the gym, clean up the house, work on my company a little bit, eat good, on to the next day. Can't force time because you know what? Time is irrelevant. When it's meant to be for your time, that person who loves me will come in my life. they'll make that effort. When my company's supposed to take off, it'll take off. When the customers are supposed to come, they're supposed to come. I'm just supposed to believe that with patience, time, beginnings, that's what I'm supposed to do. Is I'm supposed to show that if you force everything to get the now and you speed up time for your own instant gratification, that means you're going to lose everything fast because it has to always be equal. And the only way you ever get ahead in this world is if you just take one step forward at a time, trying to be 1% better. That being said, you gotta take your losses before you become the boss. Try to be 1% better every day. Try to help others to grow, succeed, and be the best versions they can be. This is divinityvirtue.com. Everything happens on divine timing. I am Divinity Virtue Corp now. My name's Dustin Taylor. And this was one heck of a night. I've never fully opened up my energy chakras. It was a crazy feeling. Something I can keep practicing. Something because, I'm native and there's maybe some shamanic, or I don't even know the word, whatever it is. There's something. I know I got spiritual healing and I know how to play energies enough that I can control my situations. It's fun. It's a fun ride, but it's a tough ride. Anyways, that being said, thank you very much. God bless. Amen.